that I wobble to my walk and I'm trembling. That's right, you got me shaking. When you take me in your arms to talk romance, my heart starts doing that St. Rita dance and I'm dancing. Yeah. Oh, and I'm shaking. Early in the morning time, late in the middle of the night, whenever this chill comes over me, I wanna hug you with all of my might. That's right, and I'm sweating. Oh, yeah, you got me shaking. You got me sweating. Oh, yeah, you got me shaking, girl. A chill in the fever, so I've been told, makes your head spin around and your feet run cold. I got fever. Yeah, fever, yeah, I'm uncontrolled. I feel like I've been run right through the mill, and I can't move around and I can't stand still. I'm so diddly. You got me shaking. I'm so jittery. That's right, you got me shaking. Oh. Well, Samson was a mighty good man, strongest in his day.
Then along came Delilah and clipped his wig.
And it looks like you took me the same old way, so I'm nervous. Oh, and I'm shaking. All right, you got me nervous. Yeah, I'm shaking and jumping. A storm rocks the ship on the sea.
Storm rocks the ship on the sea.
The wind shakes the leaves on a tree.
shakes the leaves
And
on
I'm
the
a
tree.
nervous wreck and I'm all shook up. And that's what you're doing to me right now. And I'm jumping. That's right, you got me shaking. Oh, I'm jumping. That's right, you got me shaking. Oh, you got me shaking. That's right, you got me nervous. Oh, put down them shaking. Oh, you got me shaking. Yeah.
Bombadita, 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 bombadita,
Until
bombadita,
we meet
bombadita,
again.
bombadita, dita,
Happy
dita,
trails to
bombadita, bombadita,
Keep smiling
bombadita,
until
bombadita. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
Happy trails to till we meet
If I should leave you, try to remember the good times, warm days filled with sunshine, and just a little bit of rain. And if you look back, try to forget all the bad times, lonely, blue, and sad times, with just a little bit of rain. Yeah. just a little bit of rain.
Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face without a name, just walking in the rain, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I got holes in both of my shoes, well, I'm a walking case of the blues. Saw $1 yesterday, but the wind blew it away. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I haven't eaten in about a week. I'm so hungry when I walk I squeak. Nobody calls me friend. It's sad the shape I'm in. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I got a girl waiting out for me. Well, at least she said she'd be. I got a home and a big warm bed and a feather pillow for my head. We're going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face without a name, just walking in the rain. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston.
Hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. I've got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, I'm gonna be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, I want a six-pack to go. Oh, I've been a-drinking all day long, taking in the town. Oh, I've done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. Well, I don't have enough to pay my rent, but I ain't gonna wear it though. I've got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Please don't be so slow, 'cause I got time for one more round and a six-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, I know I'll be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, I want a six-pack to go. I've been drinking all day long, taking in the town. I done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. Well, I don't have a dime to pay my rent, I ain't gonna worry though, 'cause I got time for one more round and a
we come back after lunch break, and it's a good thing we didn't eat a lot because that first class come through the sift pin, and I looked over to Ogle and smiled, and I said, I hope we're not getting tired because we got to get our game on here. And if you look 5, 6 deep, you can do some cussing and discussing. The pair that we have out here, we think gets really close. The barrel we start with, we think's a man-child. When he comes out and hits the ring and comes right at you, he comes at you like a show barrel that's stout in his skull and good in his chest, and then follow his forerib and body shape back to his hip. He's as wide-based as we've seen, but is still inside his skeleton. He's an athlete when he picks him up and sets him down. He gets a real advantage over this bear here in second. When you get right on top of him, he simply turns more shape right out of his shoulder when you step right on top of him and he comes at you bolder. But I hate to go off on that one because you're driving a good one too. We like this one center cavity as good as anything in the class. Brandon said it best. He's just barreled in his engine and rib, and he has a long way from one side of his back to the other. He's big hipped. He comes at you just a little narrower in his chest and maybe just gets a little more rigid in the drive, but that's still one that we still call as sound. That's awful nitpicking between two really good ones. The blue bear that comes out next, if you just watch him leave you, here's one that's extremely genuine. When you follow his hip to the ground, he is tremendous in the base width he has. He's got a profile and some look up to the front 1/3 of his body. Change him 2 places, then you're up in that pair. We want to push his shoulder back on his body. He gets just a little straighter in his front end. Because of that, he's driving his spine up a little high. He gets a little tighter in his spine, and that's what drops him into the 3rd hole. The bear that comes out next is one that we love to talk about. You change him in 2 places, then he's up at the top of the class. Give him more power in the front part of his skeleton, pop his rib open. He gets a little drier and harsher about that body in terms of shape. The depth is there. We just need to spring him more. That is one cool looking bear that can motor across the ring and has monster feet and monster bone. Here's one that from the side fits right into the mix of those. He just runs out of gas when you get right in behind him. He flattens on us some as he leaves you, but a tall fronted bear that has some balance and some structure. Let's give him a nice round of applause.